Bilhah and the sons of Zilpah. These are two different women that his father Jacob had children by. So he's hanging with his, I guess it's called his half with them. And it says, and Joseph brought unto his father their evil report. So Jacob was a snitch. Joseph.
Yes.
You got some kids that always tell, Daddy said you took a cookie and you told him not to.
Yeah.
So they were doing something wrong, and Joseph was a little tattletale. Interesting, isn't it? So just that one little verse there speaks something into his personality as an adolescent. He was a goody two-shoe. He knew that his daddy favored him, so he snitched on everybody else. Because he didn't tell their mama, right?
No.
Zilpah, Bilhah. He told his daddy Joseph, didn't he? Because he knows he was his daddy's favorite.
Yeah.
He was his daddy's favorite. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So that brings some insight. That's going to bring, y'all remember that, because that's going to bring some insight into later on, right? When he has this dream. Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
Because I heard Dr. Queen say this about a year ago, that Joseph, when they beat him up, left him for dead, and threw him in the pit, that Joseph was an antagonistic child. See, and his point was often the favorite child, the baby, is antagonistic against the older siblings. And a lot of them kind of got a little burner in their heart against him. He's always snitching, he always gets the best stuff. You know what I mean? And he always has favor, they always show him grace, right? In Genesis 37, I guess you can want. Genesis 37:1. And so he was a little tattletale, wasn't he? According to verse 2. Yeah. Just out of the blue. That's interesting. So that gives us some insight into later on when Joseph begins to dream. Verse 3. Now Israel, that's Jacob, loved Joseph more than all his children. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So children are smart. When they know that they got it going on, they'll work that thing, won't they, sometimes?
Yes.
Not all the time, but oftentimes they will. Them being children, they don't know unless they have a parental hand to guide them into the correct way to act, right? Israel loved Joseph more than all his children because he was the son of his old age. He had favor, didn't he? And he made him a coat of many colors. Now, how many of you, if you like me, I always thought the coat of many colors was a coat, a very ornate coat, and it was. And it had a lot of different, it had purples and scarlets and blues in it, you know what I mean? That may have been the case, but what the coat of many colors designated was that this is a child who didn't have to do a lot of field work like the other children. Yeah, so already they got a little thing against him, don't they?
Yeah.
We out here picking cotton, glory to God. And you hanging in the kitchen with mama, while she's making you a special pie or something. So he got it, don't he? So this leads some insight into see, there's two sides to every story. We see the thing, we say, well, they shouldn't have killed, they shouldn't have stomped the boy and left him for dead and all that, and stole him, and they shouldn't have.
No.
But oftentimes there's two sides to every story. There may have been some provocation on Joseph. Listen to this. Verse 4. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, that's true. He loved him more than all of them. And when they saw this, that they loved him more than his brethren, they what?
They hated him.
They hated him. He ain't even told them the dream yet, El. They hated him before he told the dream. Isn't that interesting? So when he told the dream, that was just that which pushed him over the top. We can't take him no more. We got to stomp him. Let's stomp him unconscious and throw him into the pit. Listen to this. They hated him and